Well, after what happened with last video, I am being extra sure that the footage is recorded properly. I don't know why it zoomed in like that. I did everything correctly, but it didn't. Well, it wasn't the last Derail Valley video, it was the running train video. So, however, I do want to get more episodes. I never knew there was a bathroom in this station. I do want to get more episodes out for Derail Valley Hardcore, so decided I'm going to do that first. I've also got one more video too I really want to get out, but I'm kind of leaving that as a surprise. But I'll be recording another running train video eventually. Anyways, let's see what we got. We don't have much, so we got 43 grand. We have our little DE2 over somewhere. And we have a Class 86 over there, which requires the S282 license, which is 50 grand. Also, I need a shovel and lighter, which there isn't a shop at this station, so I have luck there. So, let's see. Since we don't really have the shovel or lighter, not really worth it. I mean, I could buy the shunting license, but not really worth it. Now, we have a couple jobs going to the sawmill. This one is way over tonnage. Now, I think it is mostly downhill, but still, brakes could fail. You never know. Might as well play it safe and do the one that's within our range. However, we could always stop at the farm and see if that has anything, so I think that could be worth doing. Alright. So, we did pay our fines, extra money to get this thing fueled up here. So, we got enough to do it. We don't need that on. Okay, very simple. So we're gonna back out of this yard and then make a loop over there. Bring it to the sawmill. Bunch of tractors just sitting there. A lot of tractors for I guess logging station, forest. I don't know what you call it. I guess a forest log mill. I don't know. I mean, it's not a sawmill. They're not like grinding up the logs or anything. They're just cutting down the trees. So, not really sure what you would call it. But I guess tractors are good at pulling stuff, so they definitely come in handy. That might have been a little fast on that corner. Alright. We got this thing run around. Now let's turn it around. You know, considering this is like the most one of the most centrally located industries on the map, it feels like such a dead end. We'll be back for you soon, buddy. Well, not that one, but we'll be driving you eventually, but we just do not have the tools for the job or the money to be able to drive it. Eventually. I mean, it's only been 4 episodes, but it would be nice to try out another locomotive besides the DE2. And I wouldn't mind doing a steam locomotive for a change. Yeah, it's a long queue of tractors. I am going to slow down slightly. Let's see. Release the handbrake now. Wherever it is. Oh, it's actually at the front for once. That's convenient. Alright, so obviously head straight out of here. Potentially make a stop at the farm, because it would be kind of a quick run. Or I could just go straight to the sawmill and take another job from there. Door open. I don't know why I did that. Line that up. Alright. Alright, tiny bit further. There we go. And for once, the station building is actually like really close by. Alright, way ahead of the game. Just gotta get it to B3I. While potentially making a stop at the farm, we'll see. Depends on how things go. A lot of downhill work, so our brakes should be fine, but they might get mad at us. It's a pretty short train, but logs are very heavy. I think the speed limit is 30 out of here. Yep. Or actually, a bit of an uphill to start off with. Ooh, a lot tougher of an uphill than I thought. Yeah, I definitely made the right call not going with the 600-ton train. But this DE2 is very much capable of making it up. It's not capable of much, but it is capable of this. Yeah, I forgot this is pretty much all uphill, but there is a the rest of the route is pretty much all downhill. And over there is the house that is kinda useless. Alright, now it's coming up to a downhill. And I know there is, yep, gotta throw that junction. And it's a 3% grade down. How fun. Where's the farm? I think it's over Oh, it's all the way over there. It's a bit further than I thought. But, I think we got some time to kill. Alright. I'm just gonna let that come to a stop eventually. So it turns out the farm had nothing useful. Everything was going in the wrong direction. So looks like we're just gonna have to keep taking this train to a sawmill. I still might get some decent money out of it. I forget how much am I getting? 9 grand. Could be better, could be worse. Sometimes you just gotta settle for what you got. Why bite the hand that's feeding you when it's the only one you're getting? Now, I am debating, would it be quicker to take an immediate left, going this way, or to go closer City West and go that way? Overall, I think this section looks a bit more straight, so I'm going to take a left. Going a little bit fast here. Oh, that's a bit of a sharp corner. Alright. And as another sharp corner coming up. Definitely not being friendly to the brakes today. How hot do they look? Not very hot. Could I consider that cheating? Possibly, but not if I'm using it as an excuse to take my thumbnail screenshot. Oh wait, what direction am I going? What direction? Straight, straight. Yep, that's going straight. All right, good. I believe I'm going straight. I'm going south, right? Yes, I am indeed going south. Alright, yeah, a lot more uphills than I expected. It's been a while since I've driven this part of the map. That feels a lot steeper than 2%. Jesus, that's like 5%. Probably not that much, but it looked like it. I do know there are some very hilly areas around the forest in the sawmill. Or this section of map, like the southwest section. Which I guess checks out since a lot of logging railroads had some crazy steep hills they had to deal with. I wonder if there are any mods that had, like, logging locomotives. Like a Shay or something would be awesome to have. There's gotta be. I feel like there has to. Yeah, we're handling it, but not very well. Alright, here we go. Nice downhill section. Just to go. Alright, so it's 80, 60. Why do I feel like I was doing this section last time? Was I? Maybe I was. Oh yeah, I was, because I was taking those double stacks from Machine Factory. I knew this section seemed familiar. And we want to keep going straight. Which we are not aligned to go straight. Ah! That was a close call. At least we can let this thing breathe for a bit, because it was working hard. It's been through a lot these past 2 episodes. And here comes another hill. Start to full throttle immediately. Alright, now... where the hell are we going? B3I. By the looks of it, if I am reading it correctly, we want to take an immediate right. That's the B yard. And what do you know, this station you can actually service a train. No diesel, though. I guess they want you to use steam locomotives around here. Although I still do not have the stuff from the shop to drive one, so probably sell it at the shop in City West. Maybe I can take a load up there or something to the harbor, since this video does feel kind of short just doing this one run. Yeah, it's like a roller coaster, this track. Yeah, I mean, since this does have manual service, I could buy my license, but kind of useless if it can't refill. Like, I don't think I'm doing too much damage to it from one run. Oh, this is a close call, but... Oh, switch that. Where are we going again? B3I. Yeah, overheating a bit. Let's see. And we have arrived at Sawmill. The station's close by, too. We got a steam locomotive over there. I think that's an 8F. But, as mentioned earlier, I can't drive it. I think this... I guess the skin mod, one of them broke. That's just, like, completely blacked out. Alright. Let's go get this thing submitted. And, yeah, maybe it'll be a double job today. Alright. And... yeah, it only took 20 minutes. Alright, we would got 9 grand out of it, and we got 13 grand. Alright, shunting, can't do that. Machine factory, eh? Alright. I guess we can do a run to machine factory. I think they have a store there, too. Ooh, that's a little over tonnage. I mean, we did it last time. We were at like 380. Oh, is that gonna be worth it? How much does a logistical haul license cost? $20 grand? That's a ripoff. You get paid nothing for logistical hauls. Well, how much money do I have? 57? We're going gambling today. Again. Problem is, I don't know where a train is. Yeah, I think the skin mod kinda freaked out a little bit there. Alright. FH60. This is gonna end horribly, I just know it, but whatever. Gotta make this video interesting somehow. Yeah, it's definitely the 8F. That'll be cool to drive eventually. I feel like they really should have a diesel pump here. Like I said, I think they're kind of encouraging you to use more steam locomotives here. It seems to spawn more steam than diesel anyways. I'm just gonna want to like full throttle it out of here, get as much speed as possible. I do not have a good feeling about this, but I will do it anyways. That was like a perfect stop. I barely tapped the buffers. Getting lucky with the handbrakes too. I should also double check again just because I'm getting a little paranoid. That is, alright, FH60, and that is FH60. Alright, we are good to go. Here's my thing. I forget if you need a special license to drive this one or not. Oh, I can just hop in. Or maybe not. I think my... Yeah, I can't interact with anything. Just the door. So... because I don't have the license. Alright. Full power. Too much power. And we are going to C3I Machine Factory. So that's going to be that metal yard. Maybe I should have gone full throttle right away. Yeah, they'll get over it. I just need speed right now. I just need speed. And it does start off with a downhill. That is very lucky. So we can just coast. More screenshots, because I like screenshots. I probably should be concerned about my fuel consumption, but I think we got enough to get there. Oh, and it drops right back down to 440. Okay, what would be cool is if someone recreated this map in another train simulator. Maybe like Trains with a Z or something, since that has a really good route building tool. It's also it is a really fun map though. I do wish there were some more fast sections, but still, like there's a ton to do, like a lot of like challenging sections, and it's just a fun map. The speed limits could be a bit more consistent though, too. But so far, so good. Luckily, this whole section seems to be a downhill. There's City South, or is it City West? It used to be called City Southwest, but I think, yeah, I changed it to City West, and then there's also now City South, where the museum is. I changed a couple names in this game. Like, I remember the S282 used to be called the SH282. Alright, I'm just gonna give this locomotive a chance to breathe before the big climb. Because as soon as we round that corner, it's full throttle. You know, I'm still yet to try this game in VR mode. I do have a headset, I've just never bothered trying to hook it up to the computer. That is 20 kilometers an hour? Oh my god. I had barely any time to slow down for that. I can imagine, well, I was gonna say I can imagine derailments in VR must be terrifying, and look at that, I had a close call right there. Not something I should really be proud of. Let it roll. It's a bit of a longer train than I thought. Alright. Not gonna go too crazy since I know it's a 30 around here. Is it just me or is the windshield like... Wait. Oh, that's the mountains in the distance. I thought that was just the windshield being all dirty. I mean, the windshield is a little bit dirty, but I thought it was, like, a lot dirtier. Alright. I'm just gonna throw into full throttle now. This is kind of scary. But I think we might make it. I don't think it's quite 2%. Where is it? Yeah. I don't think it's quite 2%. I think it's more 1%. Still a climb, a long climb at that. Why is there a car in the middle of the tracks? Yeah, this is scary. Get out of the tracks. There you go. Bro thinks he's a high rail. He's not. Yeah, so the game kind of crashed on me. No idea why. It just did that for some reason, so I loaded up previous autosave. It spawned me further back, like right at the entrance of City West. For some reason my train was like completely stopped when it happened too. I don't know why, but yeah, good thing I had that backup autosave, because if it happened on the hill up ahead, I would be screwed. Alright, so far so good, although I think this section is mostly flat. It doesn't start to turn to a hill until a little further up. Traction motors are doing good. Yeah, now it's starting to turn to an uphill. Still maintaining speed though. Alright, now it's slowly starting to drop. But... Alright, C3I. if I do get stuck, I'll have to pray the machine factory has another DE2 I can use. Though I don't have the multiple unit license. Could buy it there, though. No, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. I feel like they'd have to have at least one. Yeah, now speed's really starting to take a hit. But still have a chance. A chance. Alright, a brief downhill section. Thank God. Followed by yet another uphill. This is gonna be a close call, that's for sure. It's not quite 2%, so there's a chance we can make it. There's a chance. Over there is the SO60 demonstrator. Somewhere. Just distract myself for a fact I might not make it up. I don't know where it went, but it's there somewhere. At least it should be. I don't know why you can't see it. I hope it's there. I hope, like, the code didn't get bugged out or something and it despawned on me and have to look for it again. I think I might just barely make it. If I don't make it, what I could potentially do is maybe break up the train, take one half and come back for the other half. Although I would have to buy a multiple unit license sometime anyway, so probably be better to do that, but that could be if there isn't a DE2. It's kind of hard to tell on the speedometer, but on my rail driver's speedometer, our speed went up by 1 kilometer. But never mind, it dropped down by 1 kilometer. Still though, that is a good sign. That is a good sign nonetheless. And it's dropping again. Should probably drop some sand now. Even though I'm not wheel slipping, who knows when it will start wheel slipping. Oh my god, we are so close. so close. Oh my god. Oh, that is not good. Oh, are we actually gonna make it? Oh, we actually made it. That was a close call. Yep, smoke's coming out, but we just barely made it. That was a close call. Is there a DE2 over there? Yes, there is. Looks like there's a E unit over there, too. First time seeing one of those on the save. Alright, C3I. I want to take this switch, right? Wow, that was a close call. I feel like most deliveries to this station take 3i. Yep, that was a gamble, but we succeeded. Get this thing submitted. Alright. So we would have got 15 grand. Instead, we got 23. Alright. I mean, it's kind of been a while by now, but 80 grand. Alright. First things first, let's, Well, it says I could. Wait, do I need to pay off my fee again? Manual service license? Yeah, let's clear the fees first. Alright. Let's check out what the store has to offer. But we need the equipment to drive steam locomotives first. A lot of stuff here. Anything that allows for the usage of steam locomotives. Got a shovel, that's nice and cheap. Do we not have a lighter? No lighters. Got shovels, but not lighters. Great, great. Just real helpful game. Real... Oh, wait, layers right there. Alright, never mind then. That changes things. I didn't see that. Alright, lighter and shovel. A lot cheaper than I thought. Well, for Derail Valley standards. Alright, now we can commit arson. Yay! No, I do not know if there are any, I don't think there are any steam locomotives over there. But I have the stuff in case I want to. There is a steam locomotive. Alright, it's a 4F with a mismatched tender. It's not going to be today, potentially for next time. We got D6, E unit, D2, DH4. That's all kind of out of our league. Eventually. Well, unfortunately, the game crashed on me yet again. So, I've been thinking, and I think it would be smart to hold off on... Ooh, that car has pop-up headlights up. I think it would be... Tank casually rolls by me. I think it would be smart to wait until the next episode, because I might install some more mods. Maybe not. And then buy my licenses accordingly in case the rolling stock around me changes. But for now, I got myself a shovel, got myself a lighter. I do have... I could, in theory, buy the manual service and the Steam license, but still, I'm gonna play it smart, so that'll be for next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Wait. I almost forgot something. I did forget something. Almost forgot my oil can. Okay, now I have all the stuff to drive a steam locomotive. Okay, that's it. Episode's over. Go home. See you in the next one. Bye.